The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivera, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Rivera, and Eifert has it. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Watch him now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Rivera to the left side here for Eifert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Rivera, and too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up second down. Handoff to Mixon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Leopard! Leopard!
Throwing on 1st down. Rivera. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Check.
Throwing again. Rivera. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Z.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll toss it to Hunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Carl Lawson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. To throw on second down, Rivera. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Gone! Hot! Leopard! Hot!
From the gun, Rivera underneath. This is Bernard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, Rivera. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivera. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Spencer Ware. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Mahomes to throw once more. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mahomes will bring him up first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And again, it's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On first down, Rivera. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play, second and 3. Looking to throw. Rivera over the middle, complete. That's Green. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. Play action. Rivera sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Corey Coleman, 54 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now. But he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Throwing on first down, Rivera. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mahomes to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Billings with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivera. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Rivera going deep downfield for Roll. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Mahomes to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Zing, zing, zing. 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 Turn up.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Green 90.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And with flags down, he's up near the 40. But it looks like this one might be coming back. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down, Rivera. He's going to rifle one, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And that was a young puck, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Rivera. And the pressure gets to him again. D. Ford in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake. Rivera. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Hey, check. 3 down. No, check. Patriot. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivera. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Gun.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivera to Mixon on the check down. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And on 4th down, out is the punt team sending this one away. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going deep here for Watkins. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 50 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Mahomes to throw once more. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up.
Mixon hit, and the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Detroit! Everyone's got four down. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D. Ford. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Operating from the gun, Rivera, and that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Out. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. One final try from Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation